Are podcast disclaimers necessary for legal protection? Have you ever wondered if podcast disclaimers are really needed for legal protection? Let's break this down and see why they matter. Podcast disclaimers are important tools for creators. They help set clear boundaries around the content shared. This clarity can significantly reduce the risk of lawsuits. When you create a podcast, you want to ensure that your audience understands the nature of the information you provide. Disclaimers help define the scope and limitations of your content. They clarify the relationship between you, your guests, and your listeners. This is especially important when discussing sensitive topics or sharing opinions that could be misinterpreted. One key aspect of disclaimers is that they protect podcast creators from liability. If you share information that is inaccurate, or if a guest expresses a controversial opinion, a disclaimer can help shield you from legal claims. This is particularly relevant when it comes to defamation or misinformation. Additionally, disclaimers are essential for compliance with legal requirements. For instance, the Federal Trade Commission has specific rules regarding endorsements and disclosures. By including disclaimers, you ensure that you are following these regulations, which can help avoid potential penalties. Most disclaimers include several important elements. A general information disclaimer states that the content is for informational purposes only and is not guaranteed to be accurate. A limitation of liability disclaimer indicates that the podcast is provided, as is, and that you are not responsible for any damages that may arise from using the content. If you have licensed professionals on your show, such as doctors or financial advisors, it is crucial to clarify that their statements do not constitute professional advice. This helps listeners understand that they should seek consultation with a licensed expert for specific issues. To effectively implement disclaimers, consider placing them in multiple locations. You can verbally mention them at the start of each episode. Additionally, include them in written from within your show notes and on your podcast website. It is also wise to include disclaimers in guest releases forms when applicable. This multi-location approach ensures that your disclaimers are easily accessible and enforceable. Regularly reviewing and updating your disclaimers is also a good practice. As your content evolves or as legal regulations change, keeping your disclaimers current can help maintain compliance and clarity. In summary, podcast disclaimers are necessary for legal protection. They help protect you and your listeners while ensuring compliance with legal standards. By clearly communicating the intent and limitations of your content, you can avoid misunderstandings and potential legal disputes.